Yo. Hello. Right. Let's talk. Hope you can see me. Do a daytime one. Nighttime one's interfere a little bit. Let's talk about current mode of study and what I'm learning from my experiences. Guess what? Harry's talking about a vitamin D again. Vitamin? Nah. Hormone. Hormone. Way more powerful than vitamin D. I'm talking about free shit. I'm not talking about buying expensive herbs. I'm not talking about buying expensive supplements. I'm not talking about things outside the human body. I'm just talking about sun and vitamin D. Hi Jenny, mate. How's it going? So, with that being said, what I wrote for the video title is very true. I have accidentally, since I started getting into sun last year, been upping my vitamin D levels. Accidentally, unconsciously. I knew about it vaguely, vitamin D. I didn't realise that was the main reason why I felt good in the sun last year. I just knew the sunlight was working in nudism. I didn't connect the dots properly. I just thought it was something about the sun. Now I know it's like 99% of it was which is great news. But now I know about it consciously. Now I know consciously that I'm upping my vitamin D levels consciously. Now I know what to attribute the benefits of what I'm receiving as, and I know that the benefits that I'm going through process now from the sunlight is specifically vitamin D. I know this because it's midday sun, high UVB. I'm also doing sunrise, sunset, red therapy, but that's not giving me the kind of result. That's amazing too, and I put that in the book. It's such a powerful thing, sunrise, sunset, but quite frankly, the vitamin D thing is fucking huge. Yes, I had to swear because it's that huge. It's that powerful. It's that important. And as the title says, I have not experienced the kind of eye healing from anything, from fucking anything that I've done to the level that I am now experiencing in D. And I've done long fasting. I've done long dry fasting. Let's see what else I've done. I do grounding a lot every day. I eat 1 meal a day. What else do? I do breath work every day. And now I'm doing the sunrise sunset every day for plus 30 days in a row outside of the sunrise sunset. Oh, and today and yesterday I had the opportunity to do, with clear sky, had the opportunity to do sun gazing for 20 minutes, half an hour today and yesterday, within an hour of sunrise. I can't do it exactly on sunrise because the sun's not high enough in the sky and I've not got the right angles at my house, too much blockages. So think of it, I've done half. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing all these therapies. Red light therapy is fucking powerful. If you watch my previous videos, you'll know. If you go out on sunrise, sunset, it's magic. Also, sun gazing at near sunrise, sunset, also very powerful. But these modalities, as much as they say heal the eye, and I'm sure they do something, this is what I want to say, because it's fucking true. They are not healing my eyes like vitamin D. I don't know why. Red light therapy, sun gazing, they say heals the eye. I'm not doubting that. But what I am saying is, it's just not giving me the results that vitamin D is. And it's now that I know that I'm amping my vitamin D levels up because I'm out at the prime time, vitamin D time. We're in May now, so last month we could make it. I'm out prime time. 1 hour before, 2 hours before the highest sun, highest in the sky, and 2 hours after. So I've done like 3 hours and a half today, pretty much. Out, not naked, it was too cold, just exposed my legs. Just my legs, and ground at the same time. So grounded and my legs, which is about 36% of the human body. Any skin is great, and also the face, 9% obviously. So it's, you know, whole bottom of the body and the face is quite good. 3.5 hours of grounded. Ooh, crazy. And yes, I noticed that my eyes, for the first fucking time, when I was like reading my book, when I was doing stuff, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and meditate 3.5 hours. So I was reading my book, and I was also writing for the book that I'm nearly finished done as well, in the sunlight. Funny enough. So as I was doing that, I was reading the book or looking down at my screen, maybe about midday, 2 hours into the whole UVB ray shining at the peak prime time when we make the most the UVB. It was under cloud cover too. Caveat: under cloud cover. Oh no, under cloud cover. There's no UVB coming through. No. I'm getting results with improvement on my eyes. Under cloud cover. This is what happens when you discipline yourself and you stop getting caught in the trap that clouds stop fucking sunlight. Yeah, it does stop a little bit, but it's wrong fucking focus. So it was under cloud cover, 2 hours in, on my laptop, writing my shit up, and then I look up at a pigeon My favourite pigeon in the fucking... Drinking from the fountain that's very near me. All the animals fucking love me these days. Because they get used to people, right? They used to, like, people they see a lot. So, you know, the animals come really close. So I looked up at the pigeon, you know, and whoa, my eyes just went, because I'm short-sighted, because of a vaccine damage, by the way, at 13 years old. That's another story. But anyway, I looked up at the pigeon, and my eyes just, how to say it? I felt more present to the moment. My eyes just lit up, and I felt like I wasn't short-sighted for that moment in time. That's what happened. My short-sightedness, which goes around me 24/7, just disappeared. Just fucking disappeared for like a couple of seconds. Didn't last long. It's happened before as well, for like a minute or two. But it doesn't last long. But it's indicators to me that this vitamin D is doing something to my eyes. I also researched yesterday. Talked about this before. Every cell in the body has a vitamin D receptor, and what it does, the vitamin D activates genes to optimize the function of each cell. Your body's comprised of trillions of cells. Now, I looked yesterday, and the eyes have vitamin D receptors in them, just as every organ of the body does, just as every muscle does, just as every cell fucking does. Your eyes too, the cornea and the tear ducts and everything in the eyes has vitamin D receptors, which means that when we get lots of vitamin D in the bloodstream from exposure to UVB at midday, that goes into the bloodstream. The liver converts it into activated. The activated vitamin D then goes around the bloodstream. Some goes to the kidneys, but most of it goes to the bloodstream, and then it gets put into, because you've got abundance. Once you start creating, this is the message, once you start creating abundant vitamin D in your body from long-term skin exposure to prime-time UVB rays, your body now has a chance to heal your eyes. Because it's signifying abundance. When you get vitamin D at high levels in your body, this is evolution, your ancestors, nature's way, God's way of signifying to you the abundance in your system. The abundance is triggered by sunlight. Look, the nature's going, okay, it's summertime. Look, the sun's out for 12 hours. You've got lots of vitamin D in your system. And now you've got lots of vitamin D. Your body says, okay, now, Harry, we can start healing on a very deep level. Now we've got abundance. Vitamin D is abundance. Yeah? That's what I want to get into your head. This is actually true. This is not just I believe, this is fucking true. Vitamin D, high levels of vitamin D, it signifies to your body high abundance, and what that means is now your body can go to the deepest fucking level of cellular healing. Yes, I believe deeper than fasting in the wintertime for God knows how long. Yeah, that's what I believe, because I've done that. I've done that shit. I fasted for 7.5 days, hard dry fast in the winter. Didn't do this to my eyes, man. It didn't. And I'm going to carry on fasting. I love fasting. It's part of a great protocol, this shit. I'm just making a point. Vitamin D signifies abundance, so now your body can go to the deepest level of healing, whether that be your bone optimization, any joints in your bones are going to get fixed, any muscle problems, the deepest levels of those problems that we've had from kids, wrong gait, all shit will get fixed. But it goes deep in that. Every single organ of your body is going to plug deep, and the way it plugs deep, your immune system function is going to go up to the fucking roof. Your insulin, you're going to produce more insulin. Your immune system's going to go up. Your brain is going to light up. Oh, the psychology of high-dose vitamin D. There's something going on there with mood. Maybe there's science. I don't know about it yet. I've got to research a little bit more on that. But it fucking amps your mood up like fuck. Like, when you start getting your vitamin D into the bloodstream at high levels on a consistent basis. Oh yeah, your mood goes up. Your personality shifts. Your vibration changes. I've noticed this. You become the best version of your personality, and all your strengths get amplified. Whatever you're good at just gets amplified as fuck. It's very fucking crazy. And now I know, by the way, why we all feel good on the beach. And there's loads of things going on the beach. There's pure air, fucking amazing by itself. Grounding, amazing by itself. Those two together. But really, it's the midday sun and naked at the beach, aren't they, apart from their little bathing suit. So it's the vitamin D that's performing the magic. There's something about vitamin D. When you do a day of high-dose vitamin D, you go to bed at night, you can feel it in your body, your vibration. It's like you're wearing a coat of protection of armor. It's very hard to describe. I'm sure you guys have felt it. Like, it's very strange. Like, very awesome, but strange. And it's all vitamin D. I'm telling you, this is the one. This is the fucking focus. If you guys don't get this by now, you're looking at it wrong. You know, you can say for what you want that the body's all powerful, mind over matter, emotional health is everything. Trust me, if you just do one thing for your health, one thing, and you fuck up everything else. Let's focus on making UVB rays, midday sun, and exposing as much as possible for as long as possible, and getting your vitamin D levels up, of which now we can test to see how high it is and how low. Very easy to test. You go online, and I'm going to do this. You go online, Google vitamin D test. They'll send you through the post something to check your vitamin D levels. You puncture your blood with a little pin prick. You take a little bit of blood, you send it in the post for $30, $40, 30 quid, and then they'll tell you your vitamin D levels. Once you start upping your vitamin D levels, your health will transform. This is even, I don't want to say this, but it's even despite having wrong diet, despite being emotionally unhealthy, despite being negative. It's gonna amp up everything like crazy. This is how I see it at the moment. It's the foundation base. It doesn't just signify abundance. Vitamin D is everything to the human body. Without doubt, to me now, it's the most important vitamin, the most important hormone. That's why every cell has got a receptor for it. I'm seeing incredible changes in it. Oh, and my sleep has gone fucking through the roof crazy too. Into super deep sleep. When I'm sleeping now, it's not passive fucking... It's amplified my sleep. I don't know why, but it is. It works on many layers. Many layers. It's crazy. Oh, obviously your muscles and your bones get stronger, so you feel more. I feel more confident. Oh, another thing, for men, the testosterone goes fucking crazy. You don't even need to expose your genitals. Just any part of your body, once you get vitamin D in the bloodstream, your testicles have receptors in it, vitamin D receptors, so it amps up your testosterone. So does the red sun, a sunrise sunset, but if you do both, the midday sun, the vitamin D, high vitamin D, and red light therapy, for a guy, holy shit, you're playing at high levels of testosterone. You add in a bit of semen retention into that. Whoa. It would make you so fucking confident. It's a joke. It really is an unfair advantage. It's absolutely the right focus, and I do like the fact that at least in the mainstream, the doctors are talking about vitamin D levels. You know, they're right. Get your vitamin D levels checked. At least most normal people know about vitamin D. They know that it's important for them. They're right, but they don't focus on it, and they don't improve it by natural means enough. By exposing themselves at sun time with not just your face, which is 9% of your body. Trust me, it's going to, especially in non-equatorial, tropical, subtropical regions, like Europe, like New York, like Canada, what else can I list that's up there? Like China, these places, it's gonna take a lot more, it's a lot harder to make vitamin D. Oh, and another thing, I'm Asian. My origin is from India, a subtropical region. That means I'm brown skinned. I'm not white, I'm not black, I'm brown. So that means it's harder for me to make vitamin D than it is for a white person in UK. Now that wouldn't be a problem if I was living in India where my ancestors are, but I'm not living in the UK. So that means that I have to work harder than a white person that was born in the UK. And now I live in the UK, hopefully not forever, because I'm not going to live in here forever because of the vitamin D thing. I wasn't meant to, it's my colour skin. So I'm going to go somewhere subtropical, but for the moment that I'm here, I have to work harder to produce vitamin D because of my skin pigmentation absorbs a lot of the UV radiation, the melanin, right? I've got more melanin than a white person, so I have to do even more than a normal person. And also, that's a reason why I reckon, and they say this makes sense to me, Indian people, my colour skin, in the UK, there's a lot of Indian people in Britain, they suffer more from diabetes. That's one disease they suffer way more than the white population. One reason I know for a fact is that midday sun, vitamin D creation, vitamin D basically, it amplifies the body's production of insulin. So what vitamin D does is it protects you majorly from diabetes. No chance you get diabetes with high, proper vitamin D levels. Now, Indian people with high melanin content, we need more sunlight in Britain, but it's hard to make here anyway. And people that aren't like me, they're not focused on that shit. So they need more than a white person, but they're not even doing that. They're getting probably just average amounts of sun in a place in the UK where it's not ideal to make. Unless you focus like me, you can, and you have the time. I've got the time right now. Then it's fine. As an Asian person, or a black person, wow. If you're a black guy a woman in the UK, you're going to have to work super fucking harder than me. I already got to work hard as it is. But Asians don't. And because of that, their body, and because they eat the wrong foods, you know, diabetes it's not just not enough sun, don't get me wrong, but the vitamin D is going to prevent diabetes, high levels of vitamin D. And the Asians in my country are not doing that. That's why there's a high prevalence of diabetes amongst the Asian community in Britain. Also because they eat loads of chapatis and sugary shit. That's the main reason. But they could, even if they did, they wouldn't have diabetes, or even pre-diabetes, if they just got high levels of vitamin D. What I'm saying is, high levels of vitamin D can stop all fucking diseases. All fucking diseases. Even autism. I was reading a book by Jeff Bowles yesterday I talked about. And there's the book called Emily's Story I want to buy. I'm going to read that at some point and buy that. And apparently it cures autism, man. Autism could well be, it prevents everything. I told you, cells, vitamin D receptors, everything, man. And I'm not saying autism isn't vaccines, by the way. I'm just making a point. You can prevent autism in your kids. You pass it on. Is what I believe. You pass it on to your, as a parent, if as a mum that's pregnant, at the time of pregnancy, before and during, if the mum has low vitamin D, this is what I know. And the science shows, if you're a mum and you had low vitamin D before you got pregnant and during your pregnancy, you are giving your kid the worst start in fucking life. Trust me. They are more susceptible to multiple sclerosis, autoimmune diseases, all these shitty diseases that I don't even know how to name. Oh, and which one was saying? Autism, ADHD as well. Yep, that one's going to come. Wait for that one. Autism, they're ready. There's a connection there. There's going to come a time where they're going to connect the dots between vitamin D and ADHD. Yes, they're going to connect the dots. But the mum, if with low vitamin D levels before and during pregnancy, fucks the child up. Not intentionally. Everyone's trying their best. I'm making a point now that we know this information. If you are a lady and you, oh, fucking hell as well. Infertility is caused by low vitamin D. Yes, infertility is caused by low vitamin D. Because low vitamin D is the winter time. And nature and ancestors designed it so that we don't get fucking pregnant at the winter time because there's low resources and there's not a lot of sun. You see how the nature connects the dots for us. When there's abundant sun and we got high vitamin D, nature goes, oh, you know what? You can now make a baby. But you can't, you'll struggle to make a baby. Or you, well, infertility means don't make a baby. But you want to make a baby that's fucking healthy as fuck. My advice, do not even consider having a baby. If you get your vitamin D levels checked before and they're low or not good, no, don't. Because even if the child comes out normal, no, the child will not be normal because you have fucked that child's chance, increased that child's chance of having a serious disease and to die early. The child can do whatever, just like me. I'm trying the best as I can do, but I've been passed on the lineage of my parents and my ancestors of 7 generations behind me. So I can do what I can do, but my God, if you know this information as a parent, you're shooting yourself in you're shooting your kids in the foot, and no parent wants to do that. So that's the focus for pregnant women that don't really care about health too much. They don't worry too much about, they're not as geeky as us. Don't need to be. Just focus. If you're not geeky and you're a normal person, and you give a normal person one piece of advice for their health, make sure they focus on actually improving their vitamin D levels. That's where I'm at. That won't change. I'm pretty sure that won't change. If I had to give one piece of advice to a normal person that was kind of receptive and only allowed to give one, it wouldn't even be urine therapy, I don't think. Like, well, no, at this moment in time it wouldn't be. It would actually be up your vitamin D levels. That's how fucking important this shit is. Right? God, I've talking a lot. This is the vitamin D talking. This is not Harry talking. This is me amped up on vitamin D talking. So it is me. It's just my best expression of my personality at this moment in time because I'm loaded up, my bloodstream's loaded up with vitamin D. Oh, and another thing. Maybe, I'm thinking as well, it's a bit off topic, but not, maybe it comes out in the urine too. I'm trying to think why, but I'm experimenting with taking my urine, a specific time of urine. So I'm going out, like I did today, for 2.5 hours grounding at prime time when I knew I was making loads of vitamin D. I could feel the changes, my eyesight got better, I could feel more high and confident, so I knew I was making it in my bloodstream. And then, you know, at some point I needed to pee, held it in a while, drank it, and I was trying to see if I could sense if the vitamin D had... I was trying to see if I could sense the vitamin D inside the urine. I tried. I drank it and I was like... And I think, and I hope, and this is my bias, I think that you're going to make a lot of vitamin D, even in the urine. It's going to come out in the urine at specific times when you've just upped your vitamin D levels. Which, if it's true, and I will carry on experimenting with this so I know this for sure, at the moment I'm going on superstition, a little bit of experience, but not a lot. It makes sense to me too. At peak times that you're making a lot of vitamin D, that it's coming out in the urine, so therefore you can reuse that. I did get a little hard urine, more than normal, the fresh urine. Oh, and it was after cooked food too. So it shouldn't be. It wasn't even that. It was crap quality urine, and it didn't taste good either because of the cooked foods. But it seemed to amplify me, like, and also my sight went a little bit kind of just like it did with the vitamin D naturally outside. So I'm connecting the dots here. What I'm saying is very exciting too, is that you can now, when you if you're into urine therapy and you amp up your vitamin D, like say you've been out at the beach for 3 hours, prime time, you're feeling high, you know you're getting your vitamin D up, your pees are going to contain a lot of vitamin D. The only thing I'm trying to caveat with that is I'm trying to work out why would it come out in the urine, because the urine has products that are not waste products but excess. It's got excess vitamins, excess mineral, excess hormones. I'm thinking, why would the body, so that's the argument against what I'm saying, why would the body pee out vitamin D? Maybe the body can only handle so much in the bloodstream, but I don't think that's true, so I don't know. I kind of hope and don't hope at the same time that what I'm saying is true or not true, that vitamin D does come out in the pee when you high dosage it up, because if it does, why is the body not keeping it inside the bloodstream? Yeah, so I don't know, I'm very happy for it not to be in the pee, so it stays in the bloodstream, but if it is coming out in the pee in some dosages, then I'm also happy that I can keep retaking it. So that one's to come. Another one exciting concept, get your vitamin D in your pee, right? Mum's breast milk does a lot of, these days, most mums, when they breastfeed their babies, their breast milk doesn't have a lot of vitamin D because the mum's blood doesn't have a lot of vitamin D. That's another issue with mums that are bringing up kids today. They don't focus on vitamin D. You're not going to put it, it's not going to be in your breast milk for your baby, so your baby won't get a lot of that vitamin D from its breast milk, which it was designed to do. So now you're going to have to get, the baby's going to have to make its own, and the mum probably doesn't do that either, because she doesn't do it herself. You know, put the baby naked in the sun, so, you know, at prime time, should never do that, because normal mums think it's dangerous, the sun. You need to put sun cream on that shit, which stops the UVB, stops the vitamin D being made, so, and for the babies and for her, so, no way. The breast milk one is interesting. Yeah. Oh, Marilyn, nice one. Yes, nice one. Yeah, I've connected dots on that one, not just me, and you, but I read a book from Jeff Bowles, and he said that a couple of people have said that it improves your eyesight, everything, I think, your hearing, your... Oh, another thing with vitamin D as well is your hair will grow quicker, your colour of nails will change from yellow to white, what else? Your nails will grow quick. There's so many things, man. I could talk forever about... Yo, Lee, man, how's it going? Yes, this is high energy, vitamin D high video. All worked, I might add, under cloud cover. All under cloud cover. Yeah, under conditions of cloud cover. Yes, we still make, UVB still penetrates, and then you just got to be smart and up it. So prime time, and then up, so more flesh in your body exposed. Nudism being awesome. I didn't do nudism today, I was too fucking cold, and I get cold really easily, because I'm thin. So it sucks, but you can do a lot of great work under cloud cover. You can't sun gaze under cloud cover, but you can do red light therapy, sunrise, sunset under cloud cover, and you can make a lot of vitamin D under cloud cover. You just got to be a bit more disciplined, right? And like I said to you before, I'm a brown person living in the wrong place. I'm not in the tropics where I grew up. My ancestors grew up. My skin doesn't make as much vitamin D. The UVB is absorbed by melanin, so I've got to work harder than a white person. If you're a white person in the UK, well done you. You're gonna have an easier job than me. I just got to be a bit more dedicated. I don't mind. I'll be a bit more hardcore. But there's nothing hardcore really about sitting outside in the garden reading a book instead of being inside your house watching YouTube. Right? There's a lot more things outside. That's another thing. You've got to start. This is why people say going outside is so powerful for your health. Number one reason. The sunlight is everything, but the specifics are sunrise, sunset, red light therapy. That's number one reason why being outside is good for your health. Sunrise, sunset, medicine. Number two, vitamin D. Those are the right focuses, by the way. There's a lot of other things going on with sun, serotonin, beta endorphins, blah de blah, but those two are the biggest focuses, which is right. I'm writing my fucking book, which I'm going to release next week, and I've already written most of it. That is the fucking focus. I am not wrong. This will not change the information I said about the most important in 100, 200, 1,000 years. It will not change. You know, just like when I wrote the Aged Urine book, it does not fucking... Aged Urine is not going to become a weak medicine just because, you know, it does. Things don't change like that. Yeah, what is what is. Yeah. Right, I think I'm done. AJ, last one. I think... I think supplements are okay, so I'm not going to diss them. I think they're going to work. It's just, it's not my thing. It's not my bias, because I know they don't last in my body. It's 3 times longer. If it's high dose D3, and by the way, I do recommend people high dose on D3, just because that book from Jeff Bowles resonates strongly with my heart. He high dosed on 50,000 up to 20, start on 20,000 IU a day for a couple months, then it went to 50,000, then 100,000, then down to 50, then 20,000, which is way more than the recommended 400 IU of the Americans in the UK, which is fucking corrupt as fuck, by the way. So there isn't a danger, apart from the fact that you do need to take vitamin K2 with it. That is important. You need to take the vitamin K2, apparently. I'm not an expert on this topic, but you need to take the K2 to mitigate the damage from high-dose vitamin D. It doesn't last as long as the body, but it does produce miracle results from supplements too, so I'm not going to diss them. If that's your focus, you don't have time to go outside 3 hours every day, 2 hours at prime time, fine, go and get the supplement. But just know that it doesn't last as long, and also there's other things produced when the sun hits the vitamin D molecule. It's not just vitamin D, there's a lot more to sun going on, for number one. Deep breathing, for example, and there's photo byproducts released when vitamin D hits your skin. There's nothing to do with vitamin D that are beneficial for your health too, which science will catch up one day and find out. So there's a lot more going on to it than just yeah, but I think it's legit, the supplement thing. I know it's legit. People are getting incredible results from supplementation of vitamin D. It's a great hack if we haven't got the time, but I'd always choose you know, and actually when I get my blood test, I'll see if it's low or high. Considering I'm doing great work, I expect my blood work, by the time I'm doing this every day, I'm going to do this every day for a while now. Next month or so when I get tested, I hope it's high. If it's not, then I might consider supplement, but I'll be surprised because I can feel, like, I know that I'm high vitamin D because of my focus. I can tell. We can tell, which is fucking cool. So, yeah, it's okay. Just like red light therapy, it's okay to buy a red light machine, by the way. I've got nothing against people buying red light machines. It's just my focus is nature's design as red light therapy, so therefore I do red light therapy instead of the machines. However, for other people to buy them, you have got less time, you're not as dedicated, in a way, fine, you know, but I'll take the free shit. I'm figuring out the free shit whilst I've got no money, but also nature is more important to me, and nature's fucking free. That's another bias of mine. Nature's free, and I'm moving towards nature. I'm moving away from materialism, slowly. It's taking time, but I'm moving away from materialism, and I'm eventually going to move away from this country because my skin pigmentation, and even if I was a white person, I can't produce enough vitamin D, and vitamin D is abundance, and now I understand why people want to go to the tropics. It's so important. Or subtropics like Florida. Florida's not a tropics, it's the subtropics, by the way, you know, and Mediterranean, I think, is kind of, no, Africa's subtropics. All of Europe is not enough. There's not enough sun, even in the Italy and stuff, Spain, that's not really subtropic area. New York and all that shit, it's just not enough. Unfortunately, it's true that we were designed, in my opinion, to live in the tropics and subtropics, and since we haven't, our skin pigmentation, colour's gone from black to brown to white, to evolve to that. So for a white person, I guess you'd be okay in the UK, but I don't know, I probably wouldn't even as a white person be here, because vitamin D signifies abundance, and there is no abundance in a northern climate because there's no sun. I don't mean abundance in other things, I mean just in terms of health. There's not enough vitamin D, and you can't make it at certain times of the year, and yeah, I realise not everyone can go to the tropics. So many people on this planet, well, that's a bit controversial, but there's becoming more and more, so how are we going to fit everyone into the tropics? I don't know, answer these questions, but I do know that I just don't think I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. I might be here for another 10 years or so. I'm still a young man, I've got a lot to prove in the city, so yeah. Kelly, nice one, yeah, 4,000, that's a good number. I'd say 10,000 is fine and safe. 20,000, that's my opinion. I would up it to 10, 20,000 with the K2. Is it K3, K2? Yeah, it's something like K2 and K3 and K1 or something. But I'd up it. I would. Also, another thing, the sun. You can't overdose on vitamin D from sun, but with supplementation, you need to take the vitamin K2. But with the sun, you don't. So you can get the benefits of vitamin D naturally from the sun without having the vitamin K2. Maybe that's because the sun is giving us K2, huh? That's an interesting theory. Maybe the sun is giving us K2 and K1. Because why do we need to take K2 with supplements of synthetic vitamin D, and yet we don't with the sun? Does anyone know the answer to that? I'd love to know genuinely would love to know the answer to that. Why do we need to take K2? We do. We need to take K2 with the supplements, with the high dose vitamin D, but if we high dose ourselves vitamin D from the sun, we don't need any K2. That only means to me that maybe the sun is making K2. You know, I think the sun makes the first 17 elements of the periodic table. Look into Hoffenheimer frequencies of light, or of light. It's actually black. There's color frequencies of the sun, and the interspaced between the red, blue, yellow, green, orange colors of the sun, there's also black bits, like every now and again. That's called Hoffenheimer frequencies from the guy Hoffenheimer. And science reckons, some scientists reckon that those Hoffenheimer frequencies of black are actually creating the 17 elements of the periodic table and putting them inside your body. Yeah, I think that's true. That could be why the K2 thing is not needed. The sun is actually creating minerals of the first 17 elements of the periodic table and putting it inside you. So think that, like, instead of supplements, we're going for the sunlight. It's giving us nutrition, like proper fucking nutrition. I'm sure that's true. We just gotta wait another 1,000 years for it to be confirmed to the mainstream. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that we need to talk about this shit, man. Not everyone knows this stuff. Basic stuff. Like the sun does, another basic one, the sun does different things at different times of day. The frequencies of light from the sun are never the same. It starts out, yes, all color frequencies, whether that be visible red and visible up to ultraviolet, they're all there's no ultraviolet. All the visible frequencies of light are contained in any one sun, but the colors change. So the sunrise sun is very high red, very low blue. And as the sun goes through the sky to the midday sun, the red goes down and down and down and down, and the blue goes up and up and up, and all the ones in between kind of... I would love it when... My dream is this, that everyone in the fucking streets knows about the power of the sun, and knows the sun is not a static fucking thing. The colour frequencies are changing, designed by nature to heal your body at every stage of your journey. The dawn one, the red light, to wake the fuck out of your mitochondria, and to give you major detox, to ready your body, energy, high energy system, and the midday sun to amplify your body with vitamin D so that you can go to the fullest expression of yourself and heal to the deepest levels. Right, whew, that wasn't long. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate. Let's get some more vitamin D. Make it every single day and start focusing on this. If you've got less time, find out your prime time in UK is about 1:10, 1:15 at the moment. Get out 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after, even under cloud cover. Expose your face. Try a little bit more than your face though. And at that prime time, understand that the most UVB is made at the time of that. It's still made, by the way, between 11 and 3, and even 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock, there's some. But you can be smart with little time by going for the working out, going on Google and finding when is the sun highest in the sky, and then going out in between, smack on the middle of that. And also, you can even be smarter and say it's really cold, and it's too cold to do kind of even more than your legs, do naked and shit, and tan-free shorts. Well, what you can do is you can, like I did today a little bit, I did the back. It was freezing, so I just did the legs mostly. But then at the prime time, 1 o'clock, I went and exposed my back for a little bit, and I lied down just for like 10 minutes at prime time, and it was fucking cold, and I was moaning like a bitch, and I was thinking, oh, the benefits. I'm so obsessed with the benefits, so I'll take a little bit of cold until I move to the right place, you know. So there. Alright, thanks for watching, and stay happy. Happiness, it comes from vitamin D, by the way. It's not the sunshine hormone, it's the happiness hormone. Once you maximize your vitamin D, I guarantee you'll be happy. Guarantee. It's the main mechanism why people that are in tropical locations are happy from sunshine. I don't think as much as serotonin, because serotonin doesn't last. It doesn't sit in the body and last very long, but vitamin D does last in the bloodstream for like a week, 2 weeks after. So the main reason why people smile in Thailand and Asia all the time, they're just happy people, it's culture as well, but the main reason, it's not serotonin, it's not beta endorphins, it's not because of the culture as much as it is literally vitamin D. How do I know this? When we can make vitamin D in this country, I observe people, right? When we make vitamin D in this country, like 2-3 days ago, on a Saturday too, it was sunny from like 11 till 2, 3, prime time, completely no clouds. I watch people, and people's personality, strangers, danger. I mean just people. I watch people I don't know, and out in the streets and out and about in town, and their personality shifts. And it's because, and it's not, and you know what? It's prime time, sun is clear, high dose UV, their skin is all covered up apart from their hands and their face, but that's enough vitamin D to change their mood, and their mood changes. I know this, because you know how strangers are in my country, in your country, you know how strangers, we've got codes. Like in my country, strangers don't talk to each other, they're not, there's rules, you know, you don't talk to someone you don't know. It's the worst in Britain, more than any other country, I think, in the world. Are really prudish. But it changes. It fucking changes on days when in the times of year when we can make vitamin D and when the sun is no clouds, people shift, and that is vitamin D. That's the power. It's a happiness and health hormone, and it is the right focus. And that's it. Casa, yes. Yes, Annie. This is great focus area. This is the game changer. This is my discipline from now till September, and then I'm going to figure out a way by the winter time to make so I get a tanning bed. I'm going to get a tanning bed. I'm probably going to buy a spurty lamp which costs 350 quid, so I can make it in the winter. It's either I buy a spurty lamp or I go on holiday for a few weeks in the winter time to the subtropics or the tropics. But I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the spurty lamp, which definitely officially does make vitamin D. And it does it it's quite big as well. It covers quite a lot of the body. So I think that's a worthwhile £350 investment. Don't like to spend money too much, but I'm trying to be wise with it. But I'm going to make that investment so that I could be high in vitamin D and have an advantage over everybody else. But really it's for my health and my happiness, so that I don't get any problems and maintain my levels. Since I'm living in this country for such a long time, I'm going to. So yeah, interesting. I like the fact we're observing the same things. You know, what I'm saying now, what we're saying could be considered crazy by other people. But it's not, you know, it's as simple as that. One hormone has the power to transform your health. And it's made for free. From the sun. Crazy. Yeah. And people aren't using it. That's very sad. And they can't because they're in jobs they don't love and they're working. Oh, and they go out on lunch break. And they stay inside to eat on their lunch breaks instead of getting outside. Holy shit. People shoot themselves in the foot all the time. What are you playing at? Don't eat inside in your lunch breaks with the artificial lights. Get out in the clouds when you can make UV and vitamin D and be happy, right? Alright, I'm done. I could talk all day, Annie. I'm bad. I will shut the fuck up. And leave you guys. Peace.